Well, Barnier is now heading across the street here to the European Council, where he's going to present his deal to the 27 other EU countries. What was really key during that press conference is he said explicitly the backstop is gone. It's going to be replaced by the Irish Protocol, which will be made up of consent mechanisms and a special status for Northern Ireland. Also very key is in the deal text itself. In Article 4, it explicitly says Northern Ireland is part of the customs territory of the United Kingdom. The devil, though, is in the details, because if you look at this deal, actually, Northern Ireland is really in the EU's customs union for almost everything, except for some areas where they think there isn't a risk of the goods coming in to the EU's customs zone. Also on VAT, that really tricky issue that was the holdup right at the last minute, it does appear that Northern Ireland will be in the EU's VAT system, although the UK will be collecting that VAT. So essentially what we're looking at here is a soft Brexit for Northern Ireland and a hard Brexit for the rest of the UK. The key question now is how's that going to go down with all the different parties involved? Key question is really how Scotland will react to this, because Scotland might say, hey, if Northern Ireland can have the separate relationship, why not us? But all eyes right now are here at the European Council on the 27 EU leaders. Now, Emmanuel Macron, the French president, walking into a pre-summit meeting with the other members of his political group just a little while ago, welcomed the deal, but he was very cautious. He said that they need to take a hard look at it. It doesn't sound like they're going to be in any hurry to approve this. And indeed, Michel Barnier squashed any hopes of this being ratified here at the Council. That may not be necessary, though. All along, we've known that the most we could hope for here was a political assent to the deal. So the EU 27 leaders would put forward a communication saying, okay, we agree in principle to the deal. Now let's hand it over to the Parliament. The key thing to remember here, though, is that this text agreement is not a deal. It's only a draft text, and it therefore doesn't satisfy the Ben law in the UK, the law that is requiring Boris Johnson to request an extension if no deal is agreed. In order for that not to kick in and for Boris Johnson to be required to request an extension, we need a political agreement here today or tomorrow at the European Council from the EU 27, and from initial noises, that may be tricky to get. They really want more time to look this thing over.